World War I, known as the Great War, was a monumental event that shaped the course of the 20th century. It was a conflict that involved millions of people from around the world and caused unprecedented levels of destruction and loss. Amidst the chaos and turmoil of this global conflict, certain individuals emerged as unique figures, not only for their contributions during the war, but also for the lives they led afterward. One such figure was Henry Allingham, whose remarkable longevity allowed him to witness the profound changes that occurred over more than a century. Henry's story is one that bridges the gap between the past and the present, offering a rare and invaluable glimpse into the life of one of the last surviving veterans of the Great War. Henry William Allingham was born on June 6, 1896 in Clapton, East London, during a period of rapid industrialization and social change in Britain. The late 19th century was a time of significant technological advancement, with new inventions and innovations transforming the way people lived and worked. However, Henry's early life was marked by hardship and loss. His father, who was a furniture dealer, died of tuberculosis when Henry was just a year old, leaving his mother to raise him alone. This early loss had a profound impact on Henry, shaping his resilience and determination in the years to come. Growing up in the bustling city of London, Henry witnessed firsthand the stark contrasts between the wealth and poverty that characterized urban life at the time. Despite the challenges, his mother worked hard to provide for him, and Henry received a basic education that prepared him for the world of work. As a young boy, he developed an interest in mechanics and engineering, skills that would later prove invaluable during his military service. In 1915, with the world engulfed in war and the death of his mother still fresh in his mind, Henry made the decision to join the Royal Naval Air Service, RNAS, at the age of 19. At this time, aviation was still in its infancy, and the role of aircraft in warfare was only beginning to be understood. The early years of World War I saw rapid developments in aviation technology, with aircraft being used for reconnaissance, bombing, and air combat. For Henry, the opportunity to work with airplanes was an exciting prospect, combining his passion for mechanics with a sense of duty to his country. After enlisting, Henry underwent rigorous training to become an aircraft mechanic, a critical role that involved maintaining and repairing the fragile and often temperamental planes of the era. His training included learning about the various types of aircraft used by the RNAS, such as seaplanes and biplanes, as well as the engines, armaments, and other mechanical systems that kept these machines in the air. Henry's skill and dedication soon earned him the respect of his superiors, and he was assigned to a unit stationed in Great Yarmouth, a key location for coastal defense and reconnaissance missions over the North Sea. Henry's service during World War I took him to various locations and placed him in the midst of some of the most significant events of the conflict. One of the most notable experiences of his wartime service was his involvement in the Battle of Jutland in 1916, the largest naval battle of World War I. The battle, which took place in the North Sea between the British Royal Navy's Grand Fleet and the Imperial German Navy's High Seas Fleet, was a critical moment in the war, with both sides suffering heavy losses. While Henry was not directly involved in the combat, his role as an aircraft mechanic was vital in ensuring that the planes used for reconnaissance and other missions were operational. These aircraft provided essential intelligence to the British fleet, helping to guide the naval commanders in their decisions during the battle. The harsh conditions of the North Sea, combined with the constant threat of enemy attack, tested the limits of both men and machines, and Henry's ability to keep the planes in the air was a testament to his skill and perseverance. In addition to his service at sea, Henry also spent time on the Western Front, where the war's most brutal and bloody battles were fought. The Western Front was a hellish landscape of trenches, barbed wire, and no man's land, where soldiers endured unimaginable hardships. Although Henry's role as a mechanic kept him away from the front lines, he was still exposed to the dangers and deprivations of war. He worked on aircraft such as the Sopwith Pup and the Sopwith Camel, which were used for both reconnaissance and combat missions. These planes were relatively primitive by modern standards, but they were at the cutting edge of aviation technology at the time, and their success in battle depended heavily on the work of mechanics like Henry. After the war ended in 1918, Henry returned to civilian life, eager to leave behind the horrors of the conflict and start anew. In 1919, he married Dorothy Cater, and the couple settled in London, where they would raise their 2 children. With his skills as a mechanic, Henry found work in the burgeoning automotive industry, which was undergoing rapid growth as cars became more accessible to the general public. He joined the Ford Motor Company, where he applied his expertise to the development and production of new vehicles. Henry's work at Ford was both challenging and rewarding, and it allowed him to be part of the technological advancements that were transforming society. During this period, he witnessed the rise of mass production, the expansion of the road network, and the increasing importance of the automobile in everyday life. Despite his successful career, Henry rarely spoke of his wartime experiences, preferring to focus on his family and work. Like many veterans, he carried the memories of the war with him, but chose to keep them private, finding solace in the routine of daily life. As the years passed and interest in the stories of World War I veterans grew, Henry was encouraged by his family and historians to share his experiences. In the later years of his life, he began to open up about his time in the Royal Naval Air Service, providing valuable first-hand accounts of the realities of the war. His stories, which ranged from the technical details of aircraft maintenance to the emotional toll of seeing friends and comrades lost in battle, offered a unique perspective on a conflict that was rapidly fading from living memory. Henry's willingness to share his experiences made him a sought-after speaker at commemorative events, particularly as the world marked significant anniversaries of the war. He participated in ceremonies, interviews, and public discussions, becoming an important voice in the effort to preserve the memory of World War I. His contributions were not just historical. They also served to remind younger generations of the sacrifices made by those who served in the war and the importance of remembering their stories. As Henry's story became more widely known, he received numerous accolades and honors in recognition of his service and contributions to history. In 2001, at the age of 105, he was awarded the Légion d'honneur, France's highest military honor, for his role in the Battle of Jutland and his service on the Western Front. This prestigious award was a symbol of the respect and admiration that Henry had earned, both in France and in his home country. In addition to the Légion d'honneur, Henry received honorary degrees from several universities and became a patron of the RAF Association, an organization dedicated to supporting former and current members of the Royal Air Force. These honors reflected the deep appreciation felt by those who had been touched by Henry's story and his efforts to ensure that the sacrifices of World War I veterans were not forgotten. Henry Allingham's extraordinary life spanned over 113 years, witnessing key events from the dawn of aviation to the space age, and from the devastations of 2 world wars to 21 century advancements. His longevity and sharp mind made him a living link to the past, serving as a powerful reminder of World War I's enduring impact. In his later years, Henry engaged actively in public life, attending events and ceremonies where he shared his experiences with diverse audiences. He was a regular at Remembrance Day services, honoring his fallen comrades and reflecting on the cost of war. Despite his age, he used his platform to emphasize the importance of remembering history. Henry's passing on July 18, 2009, marked the end of an era. As one of the last surviving World War I veterans, his death underscored the need to preserve the stories of those who lived through the Great War. His legacy lives on through the lives he touched and his contributions to historical preservation. Henry's life stands as a powerful testament to human resilience and the importance of remembering the sacrifices made in one of history's most significant conflicts. Henry Allingham's life story transcends a single man's journey, reflecting the experiences and transformations of an entire century. His longevity allowed him to witness the evolution from horse-drawn carriages to the internet, and from world wars to modern technology. His life offers a unique glimpse into the past, shaping our understanding of history's influence on the present and future. Henry's legacy is profound, not only for the length of his life, but for the lessons he shared. By recalling his World War I experiences, he provided invaluable insights into a pivotal period of history. Honoring Henry is a way to honor all who lived through the early 20th century's tumultuous events, reminding us of the importance of resilience, courage, and preserving historical lessons for future generations. His story inspires us to remember the past, cherish the present, and strive for a future free from the horrors of war. Thank you for watching our video on Henry Allingham. His remarkable journey from a young mechanic in London to one of the last surviving World War I veterans is a profound testament to resilience and the enduring human spirit. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more about other historical figures, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories to you. Share your thoughts on Allingham's incredible life in the comments below. Until next time, keep delving into history and uncovering the remarkable tales that have shaped our world.